district workshop, but I think, love you guys. Hey, I think this is the future regional vice president workshop, right? Right? Hey, listen, we're going to have some fun. You know one thing good about this workshop I just realized, and I hope you guys realize the same thing, because everybody want to become a regional vice president here, right? Yeah! And we already know how to get the district, so all you got to do is go create 6 districts, and you'll be a regional vice president, right? Woo! So you already know how to do that. So my job today really is just to give you some tips and help you how to get there faster. Like Jim was just talking about, 18 months, and field training was the way to get there, bottom line. And I think, you know, my wife and I, when we first saw this business some years ago, we saw this Primerica thing, and came to the convention. She used to work for the state of California. I was in the grocery business. We didn't know nothing from nothing. 95 was the first convention we went to, and we sat in a room just like you, just like some of you way back there, and we were just looking for those golden nuggets, how to get there, how to make big money. Anybody in here want to make some big money? Yeah! And that's what we're going to talk about. See this slide right here? This first slide got me excited. We saw something like this back in the days, and we're like, wow. How do we get 43 streams of income? They said go train some people, get them licensed, and get them field trained. And that's my topic to you today. Because I know a lot of you in here are kind of lazy just a little bit, right? Let's just all be honest. You love overrides, don't you? That's why you want to be a district, so you can override somebody, right? So say it with me. How many of y'all love overrides? Yeah. And when I saw this thing, I was like, how do you get overrides? How do you get all that going? From a grocery guy, I didn't know nothing about all this recruiting and field training and developing. But when I sat in this workshop back in 1995, and they started talking about this stuff, I was like, how do you do it? Well, the first thing is, you got to really get people to like you and trust you. Okay? And how do you do that? I'm going to share with you the 3 C's. The first one is to get the commonality. When you start talking to anybody, you got to get commonality going, okay? You got to get people to like and trust. How you do that? Like I said, you got to get, like, talk about some of the things that's going on, maybe in the news, maybe when you get a chance to, you know, go eat at a restaurant, or the foods of different cultures. Like some of you know my wife Sophia, she's Hispanic. We've been married 18 years, been together 25 years, so I've understand that culture for a long time. Right? And in my office, as you can tell, I'm not Hispanic. Inside, I got some Hispanic in me, but overall, I'm still a Chinese guy on the outside, right? But man, I love all the foods of the Hispanic culture. I mean, I love everything about the Hispanic culture, right? But I also love everything of our culture. But you got to learn all the different things that get people to relate with you. Like, we have a lot of women in our organization. And you don't know, women love shopping and they love shoes, is that right? They love it. I still can't figure out why handbags gotta cost $3,000 for one, but that's what it is. So you gotta start learning about all the different things they like, and the makeup and their clothing a little bit, so you have some commonality, guys. And then ladies, you gotta know a little about sports. What's going on in sports a little bit, right? Who's winning the NFL, the NBA, all that kind of stuff, because you got to find something to talk about. So commonality is the first huge thing. You got to get down how to relate with people. The second thing is credibility. Well, how do you get credibility in what we do? Well, you got to learn all the services that we have. Look, we do a whole financial house, right? A lot of you know a financial need analysis. I mean, we do 5 insurances here. You know, life insurance, long-term care, home, auto, legal. You got to learn it all. And you know what's the best way how you learn it all? You have to own it. I've had legal service 14, 15 years. We have long-term care. We have all the services. Our home and auto came through the home and auto program, right? And then the debt area, right? You got to know anything about debt. We got the debt watcher program, right? We got the consolidation and credit card program. You got to know if you need it, then have it. And then investment, same thing. You got to start saving some money now. You get a license. Most of y'all are licensed in here. Every recruit on your team that gets licensed, get them on that MAP program. You know, have that money start mapping out of their paychecks from Primerica right away. Teach them how to save 5%, 10%, 20%. And you do the same thing. Make sure you have a short-term account. Make sure you have all your long-term account. Y'all in here got a 1099, right? Start a simple IRA for yourself, you know? Get investing going, because if you don't start with a little bit, you ain't going to be able to invest and save a lot. So those are some of the things you got to do to get credibility, because once you know, you know. And then the third one, which is competence. Competence, you got to get out in the field. You got to go out and do it. Experience is everything. And drill and rehearse, practice. Drill and rehearse. If you're about to go do a field training appointment and you already went in that home one time, make sure you practice, drill and rehearse with your trainee before you go back the second time. Don't try to wing it and figure it out there. And you got to do a lot of it. See, a lot of people think field training is sometime in the office. It isn't. You got to get out and get after it. I would recommend most of you in here that haven't done enough field training, go do 25 presentations. Like in 2 weeks. Not in a month, not in 2 months. You got to get after it. I mean, I get out in the field sometimes still because I love the field. It's fun. It's like some of y'all want this ring, but you don't got no athletic ability. Like me. I can't throw a football. I can't make a basketball. I can play a mean game of ping pong, but they don't have rings for that sport, right? But when I saw Primerica, they said, you go out there, do this enough, go get that ring. 22nd month, we got our ring because I wanted that sport ring. And some of you in this room know what I'm talking about. And you got to get out in the field, go do this over and over and over and over. I mean, I used to average probably 15, 16 appointments a week because we wanted to get the RVP, we wanted to get making money. And even today, I get out there 6 or 8 times a week just to have fun with my new guys, right? So get out there, get confidence, do that a lot. All right, now, field training. Why? Well, it's the best place where you can teach the new people what to do. They see you in action. See, you can't be a leader until they see it, they feel it, that you're out there doing it and you're getting results. As another area is that you get to build relationships with your people. See, most of you, you like your new recruits when they got appointments with you. But while you're doing that, you have to build relationships with them. That's what makes them stick. That's what, down the road, when you have guys in your office and you love them overrides, well, that all starts with you building a relationship with them. So you got to make sure while you're field training them, while you're maybe picking them up or dropping them off, or after you get done with the appointment, break down the appointment with them, right? You know, start asking them about their life, get to know them. Another point is the fastest way that you can learn this business out in the field is like 1 hour. It's like 10 hours in the field. I mean, 1 hour in the field is like 10 hours in the classroom. And make sure you guys know that, so then that way when you get out there 8, 10, 12 appointments a week, you're going to be able to become a faster field trainer. Learn how to develop that financial need analysis. The financial need analysis right now is going through a change. Some of y'all was in a technology workshop. Is that awesome? So when you guys get out there with your people and you get the information from that client, the fastest way to learn that and teach that is do it with them. See, some of you expect your new people just to figure that thing out. Well, it's not quite as easy as it used to be because there's a lot more things, a lot more triggers, a lot more little point and clicks. So do the financial analysis with them, and they'll be better trained, and then eventually they'll be a faster field trainer. Last couple of points here. Easiest way to get appointments is field training. Y'all figured that out yet? Yeah. Isn't it easier when your new people set the appointment for you? See, I heard a long time ago from Hector Lamar, he says, I didn't like setting appointments. He said, I just like recruiting and let them set the appointments. And when I heard that, I was like, that's a good idea. So just get mastering double-digit recruiting, and you'll never have to set appointments, I'm telling you. And the last thing, we're just back to the slide here. This is the Future RVP workshop, right? Yeah. So y'all ready to get that ring on your finger? Yeah. All right, let's go have some fun. We'll see you guys